Why don't people know about infinite banking? My name is Darius.
And I'm Carmen.
And we're the founders of Wealth Nation. When first introducing this concept to people, almost always the very next question is, why don't I know about this? Or why haven't I been told about this before? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. If you've been following us, Wealth Nation is dedicated to showing people how to own their own lifestyle through a concept called infinite banking. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of every time we come out with a new video. So with that being said, let's jump right into the concept. Why don't people know about infinite banking?
We're going to come at this from two different angles.
Yes.
The first angle is just through the insurance industry in general, because as Darius and I continue to do networking and work with financial professionals, we realize that the industry just doesn't teach you this information anyway. So a lot of life insurance agents know that there's cash value available in permanent life insurance. They just don't know the extent to how you can use them. And I'm going to prove that by showing you in our life insurance book, which is the manual that we needed in order to get to be licensed agents. I looked in the index, and there is actually only two places where any sort of cash accumulation or cash value is mentioned. So in this is on page 38 of our book. The definition of cash value is the money accumulated in permanent life insurance that is considered a living benefit, which the policy owner may borrow against or receive if the policy is surrendered before the insured dies. That's it. The next place is cash accumulation. This is on page 33, where it talks about cash accumulation, and the definition is the amount of cash accessible to the policy owner from the permanent life insurance policies. And that's it. There is nothing about infinite banking inside the manual in which insurance agents need to study. So what we know from life insurance and just the industry in general is they focus so much on the death benefit characteristics of the product that it completely overshadows the financing capabilities that are available within permanent life insurance. So unfortunately, the industry in general just doesn't do a good job teaching people about those financing capabilities. It's really focused on the death benefit properties.
Right. And just so that you're not confused, infinite banking is the concept of using whole life insurance cash value to finance your lifestyle.
Correct.
So for things that you would normally borrow from a financial institution, instead of borrowing from them, you borrow from yourself.
Yes.
Now, infinite banking goes by a variety of different names, so just follow us with the concept of infinite banking. Now, when it comes to infinite banking and whatever other name that you may be familiar with, it's not financial institutions' obligation or job to educate us about finance. So just go back to when you were in school. How much did you really know about finances? How much did you know about, you know that you should save. You know that about retirement accounts, but how much education is there about financial literacy? There isn't much. So banks are in the business of getting you to use their products, not educate you.
Making money.
Making money.
They're in the business of making money.
And when it comes to this concept of infinite banking, is you have to take control of your own lifestyle, and that comes in the form of you having to educate yourself. So a lot of times we are in the financial situations that we're in because we haven't educated ourselves about getting the proper loans or the good financial habits that we should have of saving. And that comes back full circle as to why don't people know about infinite banking. It's because you have to put yourself in a position to want to learn and educate yourself about finance and different opportunities that present itself when it comes to your financial future.
Of course. And the other thing to note is so many people forget that the banks are a business. We look at them as a resource to get money, to store our money and all of those things, but the banks have to sell products to us in order to make money and keep their doors open. And a lot of times those products allow them to make money. You may be making money too, but they have to make money as well. So if the banks knew that we were independent and weren't dependent on their money, they wouldn't be able to keep their doors open. So of course our society isn't going to teach us that there are other ways for us to fund our lifestyle without using the banks. Because honestly, there's no difference between an insurance company and a bank when it comes to moving money. They both are in the business of moving money. We just found another resource that allows us to move our money and for us to keep more of the profits for ourselves. So again, if the banks knew that we could be independent, there would be no reason for the banks or for them to own all of our country's debt.
Well, I think the banks are aware because banks use whole life insurance for themselves. So there's obviously something that they know that we don't. The only thing we're doing is doing what they do because they have all the money.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not playing in their game. We're playing alongside their game.
Yeah. I think when it comes to infinite banking, it's like going on a diet. Everyone knows that they should go to the gym or eat healthy food, but they don't. We still have an issue in the United States of people being overweight and unhealthy because of what they do and what they consume. So the information is out there, just like it is that you should be healthy. Same thing with finance. You know that there's certain things certain habits that you should have when managing your finances but
we don't do it.
We don't do it.
Yeah.
So it goes hand in hand. Our health lacks, our wealth lacks not because the information isn't available, it's because what we're choosing to do with the information that we have. It takes action on our part to get this concept, and that action is to educate ourselves.
Very good point.
And apply it.
Yeah. And that's why we're here sharing this information with you, because as we found out more opportunities for us to be in control when it came to our finances, we just wanted to make sure that we could educate more people so that you can also level up your financial game and be in control.
Right.
So we hope that this answers the question. Like we said, we came from it a few different angles. From an industry standpoint, we really aren't taught about infinite banking. And in fact, we didn't know about infinite banking until after we became licensed and took the time to do the due diligence to find out more about the life insurance products and their capabilities.
Yeah.
And then from the banking standpoint, if we were independent from the banks, there would be no need for the banking industry.
Right.
So we hope that you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like this video. And remember, own your own lifestyle.
Or someone else will.